Welcome back everyone. Today we are taking a look at all my failed, failing, and soon to be failing projects. First we've got this, which is a lightsaber unit from a 5 and below lightsaber. I believe it had this battery pack, or it had a built-in one to the hilt, and this is what I was using to test it. Let's see if it works. I honestly don't remember. I want to find the best parts of all of them and use those best parts in one little Frankenstein lightsaber, which you'll see later. Yeah, so this doesn't even work in its current form. Speaker's magnetic, so we got some screws. Next. Got this one, which comes from one of those like $40 non-detachable LED string lightsabers that you can get at Disney stores, I think. And this one you could change between Anakin and Darth Vader, and it has like white powder all over it, so that's awesome. This is what I've done to my Nerf Rapid Strike. So in theory, the voltage from two AA's should be exactly the same as the voltage from the stock batteries, I think. Not quite sure on that, but that's what I was thinking when I did this. Let's just listen to this. That sounds pretty good. Only issue is, listen to the sound when I start the pusher. Because it's diverting energy from the flywheels to the pusher motor, and the darts fly out like garbage. Here's this wonderful bag of mysteries. Alright, so this is my idea for a lightsaber. Made of PVC and some other tubes that I just found, not quite sure what they are. So here is my Saber Forge blade. This tube is the main body and it's the same width. And this is what is going to hold the screws to hold it in place. And it's pretty tight on that end, but it kind of bevels out, and that's very loose there. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is have the screws on this end and have them on 3 sides, right? And then we can apply pressure on each side and get it close to the center. Let's see if I remember how to assemble this. Alright, so these go on here, which look like pretty dumb, but I'm gonna do that. And these parts go here. These rings will be separated evenly, and then this will go on here, and it won't touch the blade at all, really. It'll just kind of be there to make the emitter look better. And then this bottom part here threads on, and this is where we conceal the speaker and how we access the rest of the body by screwing that off. And theoretically we can get to everything on the inside there. I need to cut away this rim here, as I've done on this edge already. And then this crystal, this dyed crystal, amethyst colored, will fit in like that. Like this, and it will be permanently screwed in like that. So that's how that's gonna work. And I have another lightsaber assembly like these that I cannot find. You know, I don't know why these are here. These are just retaliator parts because I broke mine and I never put it back together. Now we've got probably my stupidest project, my aluminum Maverick. This idea came about when I wanted to backload the Maverick, and A little thing about the that was loud. A little thing about the Maverick is these tubes actually don't go all the way back. There's a bit of space in there, right? And the back posts, it fills in that extra space. So if you remove those, there actually won't be airflow, right? So you just need new tubes. So I need to drill these out clean so a dart can be pushed into it. And then these need to be sealed airtight there. And these tubes need to be cut away along that. And then these will replace them. Go the entire length, seal here, go through this, and then we will have a back-loading Maverick. I've been working on this probably the longest out of all of them. Yeah, I really need to finish these. Oh, and this also has penny mods in it, so yeah. Here is my disastrous barricade. This was inspired by all of the kind of smashed together Raider magazine systems that people were putting together a very long time ago. And there was never really a design that was like fully 100% take apart. You can paint it all and then put it back together without having to re-glue anything. So our design here, we've removed the trigger guard here, up through here. It's now clear space. You will notice two separated wood blocks. Those are where these screws go in to hold this plate over top of them. So I got it to fire, but of course because it's a stock barricade, it does not shoot elites well at all. I went to, out of darts, bought some high crush worker flywheels and a different cage, the Barricade 41.5 cage. My voltage is not high enough for the dart to actually benefit from the crushing, so I need to fix that. And I burned off one of the entire connection points. There's almost no metal right here to attach any solder to. We've tried everything we can't get it to work. So I need to buy new motors. I need to increase the voltage of this entire setup. I've broken, I think, like 2 blocks of wood. If you're curious about how the system works, these 2 ones are glued on. This 1 wood block is glued onto the blue plastic, and then this plate is screwed on. This is my Nerf Lumina mod, which I am immensely proud of and is nowhere close to being done. It will have more leaves on it, of course. I'm trying to make every single leaf, and that's very difficult. I need the shell to be able to separate so I can modify it in the future for performance reasons. And many of the biggest leaves that go out the farthest start on one side and completely curve over and end on the other side. So I need to find the best point of contact and then choose that side. We'll start down here at the handle. This is Model Magic, and that just friction fits onto the lanyard point that was originally there. This cylinder piece is a medication bottle that was cut up in almost a semicircle, not quite, and then tapered up so it would fit the natural curve of the Nerf gun. Oh, this is, by the way, the Nerf Rebel Sweet Revenge. So all of this is designed in Model Magic. Now these leaves are made out of bent acrylic, which I used to heat gun to heat up. The biggest curve I've been able to get is on this back one, and that's about half the curve I need to do the final one, because it should start out on the very bottom, curve up and around, and go back on the bottom. So that's like 360 degrees. This is about maybe 170, maybe 160. Additionally, we have the N-Strike pin area that I left empty, and I'm gonna come up with an insert, probably acrylic, with painted on reticles like you have in the game, so you can have your little red dot. Now this is the front muzzle, and a lot of the leaves will attach here probably. This was made out of acrylic as well, and I used hot glue to fill in the gaps here and here. Not the most proud of these at the bottom there, but I think they're fine, as well as the top here. It's not quite, straight all the way down. Now this part down here and this part up here, they attach to the most straight parts of the blaster. So a bit like that. I think what I'll do is I'll find whichever side it's naturally biased towards, given like design imperfections, and then glue it to the opposite side so the bias is corrected, and have the other side just free float, which should allow me to take it apart. But an issue with that is these leaves getting in the way. You know, if there's a leaf that's going from the back side over to the top side, it might not work out well, because as you're trying to take one shell off, the other part is interfering. If you did enjoy this video, consider liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Anything you think could help the channel, it's very appreciated. We're trying to get to 300 subscribers before August of this year, so if you would like to help, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. CWG does not pertain to anything other than my channel name in this context. CWG does not relate to any other acronym and should not be inferred as relating to any other acronym.